Hello and welcome to the second episode of Pro Tips. In today's episode, I was showing you how to create basements in The Sims 2. The game doesn't tell you how to, so you might think it's impossible. No, it isn't. It's very much possible, and I will show you how to do it. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is have a foundation. You don't have to have a whole ass house built. I just, thought it was cute. So I built it, nothing too crazy. So, what you're gonna wanna do is oh my god, I got it. Okay, so, with your foundation tool, you're gonna wanna hold down Control, go in by a square, hold down Control, and drag to take out the inside of the foundation. There's a weird square here, rectangle thing here. Don't worry, that'll be fixed very quickly and easily, and won't be there, won't have to deal with it. So, next step is to place a wall covering. Just on one tile is all you need. What you're gonna wanna look for is a wallpaper like this one, that, as you can see in the bottom there, has a bottom trim, but it does not have a top trim. The reason you're doing this is you're going to be using terrain tools to make like a divot in the ground, make like a hole in the ground essentially to dig out your basement. And you want this foundation to be exactly the height of one wall, so you can put a staircase in and it'll work perfectly and it'll just act as a regular whatever. So what you're gonna want to do is grab your lower terrain tool on the smallest size, drag this down just a little bit so it's easier to see what you're doing, and then just move the terrain down until you can see the trim. So there we go. You can see the trim. If I go down one farther, you can see that the terrain will repeat, and I don't want that. That is too low. So just until you can see the terrain. Just so you can see the trim. Then what you're gonna wanna do is grab your flatten tool and drag just over to a corner. And as you can see here, it is now perfectly at the height of the trim, which is exactly what we want because that means it is the height of one wall. And then just drag this to the inside. If you drag this, as you can see, there's a slope here, so if we were to drag this to the outside, it would create that slope out here, and that doesn't look quite right. Although, I wonder if you could you can't put windows on the foundation, can you? No, didn't think so. Okay, never mind. Can't do that. No practical use for that. It just looks gross. So, now what you're going to do is put down actual walls. Now, technically speaking, you can just build walls adjacent to this, but as you can see, it gets really kind of finicky. And if I'm remembering correctly, this does not count. Oh, I thought it wouldn't count as a... I mean, why do you wanna... Because now you can actually do that, and it's the same effect. It's because of this. That's why. It's because that's in the middle of the room. Okay, so... But what if I just... Okay. A little bit of experimentation here. What if... Because what I've seen is that you're supposed to delete... Okay, and that gets rid of that. And if I build a wall down here, and then place a foundation, that's gonna put that square back. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, so you have to do it like that. You have to delete all of the... Oh, Jesus. You have to delete all of the perimeter. You don't need to worry about the corners, just because you don't gotta worry about those. Go down by one. So to get rid of that weird square, all you need to do is... This is just a rectangle. I can just use the room tool. This works for any shape. Basement, doesn't matter. Just do that. And then, if you go up, as you can see, it is all flush. You have an actual floor. You can do that too. And now, if you take your foundation you can place that back down and it won't mess with the wall. But you cannot do it the other way around. You can't place a wall up against a foundation, or maybe you can, but doing it this way, if I complete this, you will see that now that weird like half thing just isn't there. So now what we're gonna want to do is just place it on a staircase. Any staircase will do. You cannot use these. You can't use these. As you see, it'll say can't place step. But just the whole ass staircase will in fact work just fine. So now you can place that up there. And as you can see, because we use the wallpaper, it's the same height, so you can just plop that down, and now you have a basement. And obviously, since we were able to do these walls, you can just place down rooms however you like. You know, you can do that. You can. That's a weird room. Do that. And then you can just take your paint. Take your paint. Pan with upstairs, take that down there. And then you can place down the flooring, and you have a nice cozy little basement. So that is how to create a basement in The Sims 2. Pretty easy, not too complicated, but also not super obvious. So if you want to know how to do anything else in The Sims 2, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to check them out. But that'll be it for me for now, so I will see you on the next one. Bye.